Alright guys, welcome back to another video, man. So today I want to talk about a very serious topic, as well as all my other videos are. Today I want to talk about your list of priorities. I think I'm going to title the video, check your priorities or get your priorities straight, something like that. Now, as usual, I have a parrot over there, so if he makes noise, I apologize in advance. Let's get into this topic, man. Priorities. I have a little story to tell. Up until recently, I became extremely obsessed over this one female. Extremely obsessed. And, she noticed she got unattracted to me, or maybe she never was, who knows. Anyways, to say my words, basically at the end of the story, which is a true story, I got so attached and so desperate in a sense that the universe showed me and reminded me what I'm talking about this whole time on these videos, man. What you would chase escapes, what you resist persists. I was chasing. And of course, the universe, let it escape, right? And that goes for anything, man. And the biggest issue as to why this happened, right? Because we know how it happened. Whatever you chase escapes. I chased her, or I chased this, I chased that, whatever. I chased the feeling. And of course, it escaped. Not only that, but I actually resisted these negative emotions. I resisted the truth. Oh, let it go. She doesn't like you. Let it go. She's not going to like you, or she's not attracted to you. Just let it go. I was resisting that. And look at what happened. It persists, right? Or it persisted. So we know how it happened. Now, why did this happen? Well, the most simple way that I can put it is I didn't have my priorities straight at the time. And I'm talking like this happened a year ago. This happened a couple days ago. But I didn't have my priorities straight at the time. My number one priority was, in this scenario, to be with the girl. That was my number one priority. Find a girlfriend. And I made a video about loneliness a little bit ago. So I'm not going to overlap today's topic with that topic. I don't want to merge them together. In other words, I don't want to repeat, what I said in that video. But, in a sense, loneliness did play a factor. And I got, my priorities. It went from physically great in shape, school, side business, videos, whatever. It went from that to all the way shifted to I want to have fun on the weekends. I want to have a girlfriend. I want to live as much as possible. I switched to that mentality like this. And when switching to that mentality, my priorities, as I said, completely changed. And because of that, I started chasing these priorities. And of course, I didn't get them. So, that just serves, I just look at that as a reminder to always make sure your priorities are straight. What are your priorities right now? Matter of fact, put them in the comments below. What are your priorities, man? Because I'll tell you right now what my priorities are. My number one priority is to be healthy. All right? That's my number one priority. That is the most important thing right now that I can do, right? We can say family, we can say God, we can say all these things. But when I mean priorities in this sense, I mean, what can you do? What's the most important thing you can do, right? I want to be healthy. I want to I want to be in physical great shape. I want to be mentally healthy. That's a huge one. That's bigger than physical. So I just want to be healthy, not just, eat your vegetables type of stuff. I want to be mentally stable. I want to be emotionally stable, spiritually, metaphysically, physically, like all these lees, right? I want to be stable. So that's my first priority. My second priority is school. I wanna be good in my school, have decent to good grades, find a really nice job where I have the freedom to travel, you know, but that's in the future. But school, that's my second priority. Now, those two priorities already put me on a great path in life. If you asked me what my priorities are a couple days ago, and I'm not gonna lie to you, if you asked me what my priorities are a couple days ago, I would not say any of that stuff. Maybe I would say school, but I would really say, or college, but I would really say, well, I'm talking to this one girl right now. I really want her. That's my number one priority, if I'm honest with you. You know, I can't wait for Friday and Saturday because I want to go out and have fun, right? It's about to be Halloween. You know, like those were my priorities. And I stumbled, I tripped, I fell. In other words, I went a little bit off track. I didn't 180, right? I didn't fully go back. I didn't even do 90 degrees all the way to the left. I went just a little bit, maybe 20 degrees, if you want to think about it logically. I just went a little bit. This is my path. I just went a little bit to the left. And I saw myself go to the left, and I still went to the left. That's the problem that I had, especially with the girl in this scenario, but whatever. Saw myself going a little left. I went left anyways. Kept going until like yesterday, or maybe like 2 days ago. And then I realized, wait. I'm getting farther and farther from my path. The more I'm staying left, in the beginning, I was kind of close to my path. The more you go left, the farther the distance is from your path. So I noticed it. I was like, wait a minute, man. I'm not working out as much. My grades are kind of going down. Not too much, but I see the decline. I gotta really sit down and fix this. What's the best way to fix it? Change your mentality, or in other words, change your priorities. Get your priorities straight. That's mainly everything I really have to offer when it comes to this type of topic. That's usually the solution when it comes to internal conflict, and when it comes to you maybe going to the left or to the right of your path, right? And I'm not talking about, like I said, going all the way to the left or all the way 180 backwards, all right? Getting your priorities straight will not help that. But if you catch yourself drifting a little bit, you catch yourself maybe past couple weeks, past couple days, maybe even the past month, you notice, hey, I really haven't been hitting the gym that much. Hey, I haven't been studying that much. I haven't really been, working on my business or getting my money up a little bit as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you notice these things. And that's just pure self-awareness. And this video serves as a reminder for you guys to be a little more self-aware and just to get your priorities straight. You can be on a perfect path right now. You don't have to go to the left, but you can always double check your priorities. Write them down, right? I'm using this video to document mine, but write them down. Record a voice message. Tell yourself your priorities. Tell your brain your priorities, because thoughts aren't enough. When you write it down, your brain's going to acknowledge it. When you say it out loud, your brain's going to acknowledge it, right? There's a quote, the brain doesn't know when you're lying or not. You can joke about yourself, oh my God, I'm out of shape. Your brain doesn't know, right? So it goes both ways. It doesn't know if you're talking bad about yourself, it takes it, seriously. It doesn't know if you're talking good about yourself, it takes it seriously. So talk good about yourself. Write those priorities down. Your brain will accept them. And, put a little thumbtack, put it on the wall or something. That's what I do. Or on a sticky note, put it on the wall. Right next to your bed, right next to your mirror when you brush your teeth. And make sure that you follow those priorities, because, subconsciously, whenever you look at those things every morning, you don't even have to read it. Just knowing, oh yeah, I remember I wrote that. You don't even have to actually read the priorities. You're subconsciously programming your mind to make decisions based off of those priorities. And that's a scientific fact. That's why it is so important to write them down and put them somewhere, or document them and have them around somewhere. So yeah, man, get your priorities straight. So what did I say? Health, for me, health, physically, mentally, whatever. School, making sure I'm looking for a job, finances, that's a priority. It can be simple things as well. My fourth priority, honestly, is keeping everything clean, good hygiene. That's my fourth priority. Kind of goes close to the health, but it's outside of my body as well. I want to make sure the dust is wiped off at least once a week. I want to make sure everything looks nice. I don't want my room to be full of dirty clothes and pizza and stuff. Vacuum, right? So that's my fourth priority. And you guys don't have to follow my exact order, but make sure you have something. You know, some people, I'm talking like you already have priorities and maybe you drifted away. Some people don't even have priorities. Some people just live through life unconsciously, like a rock. They're just there, right? So I hope you have priorities, and this serves as, oh my God, I'm drifting a little bit. But let's say you don't have priorities. Well, it is what it is. This is your sign to actually make those priorities, right? So yeah, man, let me know in the comments below, what priorities do you guys have? And what are your thoughts on this topic, man? And yeah, it's not that long of a video, man. You know, this is just a little reminder for you guys. And also a reminder to work out today. Do something physical today. Because your physical translates to your mental translates to your everyday decisions, your everyday decisions translates to a better life or a worse life, depends on what you decide. So, you know, that also, you know, this video also serves as a reminder for that as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, man. God bless everybody. And I will see you guys in my next one, man. Please, peace. I meant to say peace. I know I said please. Peace, love, and positivity, or whatever. I'm going to see y'all, man.